The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too. And nothing tips off a broadcast.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Jackson looking around. George with the ball. Clock at 4. Back to Jackson. Looking for George. He gets it there.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Durant.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden finds Harris. Back to Harden. Passes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One of the premier above-the-rim players in the game, DeAndre Jordan, doing what he does best.
Outside, George. And Jordan sends it back. Outside, Irving lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Leonard with the bucket.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Leonard. No good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Kennard on the wing. 1:39 left in the first quarter.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Harden against Cousins. Pass to KD. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Luke Kennard.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
On the wing, Brown. Harden surveying the D. Back to Brown. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Blake Griffin. And here are the Nets. They're on a 12-4 run.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the Claw.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Claxton the pass to Harden. To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Batuma's out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Clippers making a switch here. Nets leading by 3. Brown outside. Outside Irving. Back to Brown. Jackson against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. That shot wide open.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, George. Shot from free throw range. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Here's Oturu. Great D that time from Green. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Down low. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Outside Irving. Pass to Brown. Here's Claxton. Back to Brown. Here's Claxton. Zubac defending. Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Zubac.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. But they get it back. Griffin kicks to Irving. Another shot. Oturu with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brown, and it's Harden in for Irving. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
One of the most powerful dunkers in this league. DeAndre, though, showing off his creativity.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. George looking over the floor. And it goes down 2 points.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Harris passes to Jordan. Now here is Harris. Stolen by Beverly. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Finished off the break. And now just a 1-point Nets lead.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harden outside. Nice D from Cousins.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
The pass to Cousins. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
And that's it for the first half of... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They launched into a 6-0 run with... And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. Harden against Beverly. Harden kicks to Durant. Inside. 6 to shoot. Jordan finds Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Passes it to George. Leonard inside. KD's on him. And it's Leonard missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Harden the pass to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And George kicks to Leonard. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Irving dishes to Griffin. There's the triple. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
NBA champion, finals MVP. Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Rondo comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. A nice shot by Irving.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Rondo. Back to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Batum. Knocked loose. Irving with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Here's Claxton. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Claxton's got his second bucket of the night.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Leonard inside, guarded by Harris. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
To the inside. Harris finds Green. Irving with it. Over Rondo. Irving can't get it to go. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Leonard. Green with the block. Here's Irving. 6 points for him. Over Rondo. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 8 points.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harris passes to Irving. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
Rondo against Irving. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nets lead by 5. And after a quick... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
Johnson outside. It's stolen by Rondo. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And he gets it to go.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Nets leading by 3. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Brown. Down low. And finished off by Griffin.
Griffin is just fearless. I mean, a guy who is not scared of anything. That was ridiculous.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Patterson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. George is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Shamet kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant against Patterson. Here's Shamet. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. From deep, George. The rebound by Luwawu.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here is Durant. He kicks it to Harden. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Feeds it to Jordan. Back to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Tries from 10. The shot by KD. No good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Nobody near George. And he hits it to tie the game up.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Left side, KD. Zubac against Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
And they go to the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Jordan, the pass to Irving. Over George. Bank shot, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. A two-point game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Harden against Jackson. Harden kicks to Jordan. He dishes it to Durant. Batum with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Missed.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Stolen by George. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Leonard attacking, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And there's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Irving passes to Jordan. Harden outside. The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Back to Leonard. Some solid defense from Harris. The net shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Irving. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Irving against Leonard. Lets it go from 14. And that one's good, Irving.
When the lights are at its brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
George dishes to Leonard. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. The pass to Morris. That shot off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Rondo against Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Irving double team. This one for 3. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Clippers with the ball. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Now Morris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
But they recover it. And Durant launches from deep, off the mark. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And David.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
And the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum. And it's Oturu in at the power forward. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Beverley. And the three off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Clippers grab the miss. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Beverley against Holiday. A shot by George, wide open. No good from outside. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Oturu. Zubac, the pass to Oturu. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. That one, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Holiday finds Lopez. Middleton for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Here's George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. It's good.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's George. 1:56 left in the first. And here's Giannis. DiVincenzo with it. Giannis high post. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Batum. Passes it to Oturu. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jrue Holiday. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. Now Tucker. Paul George missing from long range. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Right side, Portis. Goes back up. Connaughton kicks to Portis. The fader. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
The shot's good from Forbes. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rondo scanning the floor. Right side, George. Count it, good.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
Here is Forbes. Here's Tucker. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. Sinks that one from the post. Zubac has got his second bucket tonight.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 4. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Bobby Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Man gets the bucket.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Middleton outside. He kicks it to Tucker. Back to Middleton. Fades. The Clippers grab the miss. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The pass to Mann, and here's Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson finds Cousins. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Connaughton. Sweet little floater. Connaughton's got his first basket.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Jackson passes to Leonard. He can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Portis. Tucker with the ball. Leonard's there. Middleton for 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Kicks it to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, you can let the game come to you at times, or in that instance, Mr. Cousins initiating the action.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Leonard against Middleton, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Norrell. But they get it back. It's another look. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Leonard draws the double. Over in the corner, Cousins. Offline with his three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Rebounded by Jackson. Los Angeles leading by 6. A pull-up. The putback. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Shoots over Cousins. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Patterson defending. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Now Patterson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Kennard. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Batum. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in the shooting guard.
Well, he soars to the rim to finish off that alley-oop. Patterson playing way above the cylinder.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. For the tie. Up again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Beverly against Holiday. Beverly, the pass to Batum. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by Patterson. The Clippers in the lead. On the wing, George. He dishes it to Patterson. Lets it fly from 18. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. For the lead. He lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Holiday against Beverly. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Comes up empty down low. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Beverly the pass to George. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. And they pick up 2. Batum's got his first basket of the night.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Patterson. And Beverly kicks to George. 6 to shoot.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Here's Middleton. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Yep, that one goes in there. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Hey, you're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Holiday left side. Kicks it out to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so they foul intentionally. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. For the Clippers. .41 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Leonard. They grab their own miss. And there's the pass to Mann. Clock at 6. Leonard the pass to Rondo. Second shot opportunity. Leonard no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Outside Teague. To the wing on the left. Takes the 3. No good. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Milwaukee. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And the Clippers call time here.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Zubac kicks to Cousins. Zubac the pass to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
See, I don't think you could teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside Holiday. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Portis. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins so adept at finishing through contact. His strength is a problem for defenders.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's George. Shot clock at 6. That shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. The Bucks have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Giannis, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Feeds to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Here's Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Outside Leonard. To the inside. George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Batum in for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Bucks trail by 3. To the left side wing. Here's Connaughton. No good on the triple. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The pass to Zubac. 1:16 left in the game. Beverly, the pass to George. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. 1:04 left in the fourth.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 1. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And to me, the best part of the game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Yes!
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. That shot off. So the Clippers with the win. A truly, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. But traffic in New York City making its way. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Passes to KD. The dish to Harris. Durant against Giannis. No good from Durant.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Great look, but off the mark. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving passes to Jordan. The 15-footer, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Harden the pass to KD. Now Holiday. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Giannis is double. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
Clock at 4. Here's Giannis. Tries from the block. That one good for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Harden the pass to Harris. He dishes it to Irving. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the Nets miss again.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Kevin Durant. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. It's the three-point foul.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
Harden surveying the D. Griffin dishes to Harden. To halt the run, and the jam by Harden.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Bucks leading by 3. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Chris Middleton.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And the basket by Harden.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. He kicks it to Tucker. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Connaughton. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here is Harden. The pass to Griffin. And he lays it straight in.
Well, though he spends a lot more time, at least in recent seasons, on the perimeter, Griffin's bread and butter still can be around the rim.
Here's Holiday. He has 6. Here is Forbes. Back to Tucker. Stolen by Harden. Nobody near Irving. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And here's Holiday. And a wide open look for Paul. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks ahead. They lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the small forward spot. Irving misses. Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Forbes. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Jordan high post. KD on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Great D that time from Portis.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And here are the Nets, trailing by 5. Brown kicks to Durant. Shoots over Portis. Jordan dishes to Durant. Shoots over Portis. Here's Jordan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got his first bucket of the night.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Right side Teague. Portis trying to free himself. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Nets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
KD on the wing. Puts it up from 12. 6 to shoot. Jordan finds KD from 15 feet away. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Nora, the pass to Tucker. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Stolen by Holiday. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Harris against DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, the improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden has subbed in for Kevin Durant. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green finds Harden. Over Middleton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Harden the pass to Green. Harden against Middleton. The 15-footer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Milwaukee the rebound. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Can't hit from 12. Nets trail by 5. Brown outside. Harris up top. Passes it to Harden. He gets that one. Harden's got 8 points.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dishes to Harden. Outside, KD. He kicks to Harris. 16 feet away. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
KD defines efficient catch-and-shoot players. Perfectly timed there. Great rhythm off the pass.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Harden bounce pass. Jordan the pass to Durant. For the tie. Poked away. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. Trying to get open as Lopez. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Irving passes to Jordan. DiVincenzo against Irving. And the shot goes in. He has 6.
Kyrie Irving has a sweet-looking stroke right there. Fantastic at getting his feet underneath him that time.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Giannis. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes. There's the pass to Middleton. From the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Middleton's got his second bucket.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Harden finds Irving. The 19-foot shot, and he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Middleton on the wing. From the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. For the lead, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Middleton against Irving. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Giannis left side. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 1-point game. 44 seconds left in the third. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lopez inside, kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. There's the dish to Forbes. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Harden outside, pass to Claxton. Harden outside. Good. Harden's got 10.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Holiday with it. Off with the layup. Now Harden. He dishes it to Griffin. And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis inside. Working on Green. And Giannis gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 1.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
In the corner, it's Harris. Inside. Holiday against Harden. Back to Griffin. That shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Harden outside. Outside Durant. Got it from 16 feet.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Durant with some nice D. Brooklyn trailing. Here is Harden. Kicks to Harris. Pass to Harden. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And Holiday, here we go. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Harden outside. Back to Harris. 5 to shoot from 15 feet away. Harden, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Griffin with the steal. Outside, Green. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 1.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Here's Giannis. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. On its way from Irving for 2. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger that D has no chance there.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Fouled on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Harden outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Got it.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low, Jordan. Oh, off target. So a close game sees Milwaukee. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the full. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 2 guard. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, get with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles. In some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Now, here's Beverley. And Leonard has it in the corner. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris with the ball. Beverley with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Leonard attacking, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
They get the rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Beverley feeling it out a bit. Pass to Oturu. Harris against Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Harden outside. Right side, Kevin Durant. For the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The feed to Beverley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Like how Beverley takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
Now here's Harden. And on the way from Irving for 3. He doesn't hit that one.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And the pass to man. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. He kicks to KD. Shot from 16, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Here's Beverley. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Harden scanning the floor. And good that time.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Outside Leonard. And stolen by Harris. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Nobody near Irving. The three-pointer no good. The Clippers trail. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. From 18 feet away, at the tip, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Rondo.
Boy, that's just cunning and crafty by Rondo. Drives in looking to draw a foul and hoping to knock down the shot as well. That's just good basketball.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And George is subbed in for Kennard. Brown right side. The Nets working the ball around now. A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
George looking over the floor. Morris outside. Rondo dishes to George. With one on the clock. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by one. Live from Brooklyn.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second-chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Durant finds Irving. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Outside, George. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Passes it to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. George against Brown. A nice shot by George. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense. The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Outside Irving. Here's Durant, and the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Pass to George. Greg is a point guard. Oh, what a play!
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Pass to KD. Three-pointer. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And George kicks to Batum. Back to George. Batum passes to George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Outside Irving. Over Rondo. Here's Durant. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And George, here we go. Jackson finds Cousins. Here's George. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
KD on the wing. Defended by George. Jordan dishes to Durant. No good. Shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. All going up court. And Batum kicks to Jackson. The pass to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Irving. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot blocker.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Here's Leonard. Chalk up 2 there. That's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left in the first half. Passes it to Griffin. Back to Harden. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the layup. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris, and it's small forward. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Tipped away. And finished off by Leonard.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Now Kevin Durant. He has 6. Here's Harden. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harden's got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. Leonard looking over the floor. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Harden dishes to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Leonard inside. Harris is there. And again, it's Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Shoots over Leonard. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got 8 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Back to Beverly. Pass to Leonard. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. 3-on-3. And Patterson kicks to Rondo. Over in the corner, Cousins. Back to Rondo. Clippers moving the ball around. The shot by George, wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets trail by 13. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown finds Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Brown outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
And here's George. He's got 16. And the Clippers miss again. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Kennard in at the 2. Clippers leading by 10. Zubac with it. Knocked away. Pass to George. On the wing, Batum. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Batum. 18 points for George.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Bounce pass from Beverly. George finds Cousins. Now here is George. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside, George. Here's Cousins. Good D by Harden.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 14. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Now here's George. Now the pass to Patterson. And Cousins kicks to Patterson. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Nicholas Claxton. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 14. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Here's Mann. And that one goes long. Nets trail by 12. Here's Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And here's Leonard from three. And the three ball is good. Leonard's got 26 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Jackson deciding where to go with it from outside the arc. And no good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving passes to Harris. They get it back. Jordan kicks to Harris. Nets passing it around. Jordan inside. He's covered by Leonard. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And at last they get one to fall.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Jackson from long range. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Here's the three. So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. The view high above our broadcast. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in its center. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Outside Jackson. Stolen by Middleton. From past the arc. They get the rebound. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Lopez gets it to go.
You have to admire that Lopez doesn't get sped up. He gets a quality shot under duress of that clock.
Jackson looking it over. Now the dish to Morris. Shoots the three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Morris trying to free himself up. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Beyond the arc. Pass to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. Second chance shot. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Knocks it loose. Clippers trail by 4. Jackson kicks to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Giannis. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. To the paint. Out to Morris. All alone. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Milwaukee is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to DiVincenzo. And to Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Morris. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
That one falls. Leonard's got 5 now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good again that time. Clippers leading by 3. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George finds Jackson. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Here's Morris. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally, I just want to get better.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Luke Kennard out there with Batum. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Cousins with it. Picked up by Portis. Cousins against Portis. Cousins, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Batum. And the Clippers miss again. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Holiday against Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Great D that time from Portis. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside, Batum. Floats it up for Cousins.
2 things we know unequivocally about DeMarcus Cousins. This man has big-time talent, and he's got big-time competitive spirit.
The Bucks trail. And here's Holiday. Outside Portis. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Fires from deep. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Rondo finds Kennard. Right side, Batum. Rondo passes to Kennard. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
2 things in play right there. The body control of DeMarcus Cousins and his basketball savvy. How easy does he make it look?
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's Beverley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Leonard. The 15-footer. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The pass to Portis. And stolen by Cousins. An even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Here is Forbes. And Tucker has it in the corner. And the Bucks miss again.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Now here's Teague. To the left wing. Here's Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Outside for George. The putback, and Leonard stays with it. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Teague against Beverley. Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 13 points and 4 rebounds. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Passes to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, guys, Kawhi may not have averaged 20 points per game until his 5th season, but now it happens with regularity.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
It's deflected. It's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now, Giannis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it in right over Patterson.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Holiday. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And the rejection by Zubac.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Down low, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Leonard. 15 points in the game. And Leonard with the dunk.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bucks trail by 9. Holiday dishes to Middleton. On the wing, Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Zubac. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Patterson, 6 to shoot. To the middle, here's Holiday, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one drops. We've got 1:28 left in the third. And George kicks to Leonard. Inside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Patterson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, when Patrick Patterson doesn't shy away from contact, he is so effective. This guy's solid at the line.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. And then for Milwaukee, Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Kennard. Patterson with it. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Here's Patterson. Banked in off the glass. Patterson's got the lead back up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Well, I think this is where they'd like to see Patrick Patterson be effective, get his points in tight, make nice, efficient moves to the rim.
Here's Teague. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Beverly looking around. Up and in on the layup. Beverly's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Well, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
Teague with a clean look. Milwaukee, no good that time either. To the inside. Oturu, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Los Angeles, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Rajon Rondo. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Morris. Jackson comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. Batum trying to break loose. Cousins, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Mora can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Puts up a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Nora. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Giannis. High post Lopez. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's George for 3. It's good from long range.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Holiday with the 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And George kicks to Leonard. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Nwora. And again, the Bucks miss. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Batum dishes to George. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Clippers.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday.
That's one he knows he should have drained. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Rondo. Lots of room. Man can't hit. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. Tries again. Tucker the pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Rondo with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. It falls. So the Clippers winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seated, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And so he hits both. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Irving finds Harden. Back to Irving. Shot, high post, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Harris. It's Durant on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. No good from Durant. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis kicks to Holiday. They get it again. The second chance effort. And too long on the shot.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Irving can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Jordan, high post. Irving looking over the floor. He dishes it to KD. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Irving. Lets it go from 14. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Harris. Brooklyn trailing. Harden outside. Outside Irving. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got his second basket.
Nice mid-range, Jay. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Teague against Harden. Teague kicks it to Tucker. Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And the pass to Green. Shoots from 12. Back to Harden. 1:05 left to play here in the first, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Tucker. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Harden dishes to Green. Left side Irving. Back to Green. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now, here is Irving to the paint. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Teague against Harden. Teague, the pass to Portis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now, here is Irving. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton inside the three-point line. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Brown kicks to Irving. Charity stripe shot. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Tucker. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. Over Middleton. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And Forbes has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 4. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Claxton. That's tipped. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Middleton. There's the 3. The rebound by KD. The Nets have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Brown dishes it to Green. Durant with it. And then Durant with the jam.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. And Tucker kicks to Portis. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Kind of tough to be a big wing in the LeBron James era. You're constantly compared to what it is he does, but Durant has risen to that challenge and uniquely qualified to be an elite player.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. But Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
KD against Lopez. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Harden dishes to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off, and one stride gets by everybody.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Griffin passes to Jordan. Harden surveying the D. Holiday with the defensive effort.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead of both. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
He hits both from the stripe. Nets trail by 6. And here's Harden. Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Giannis. Rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Harden against Antetokounmpo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. Irving dishes to Harden. Harden draws the double. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Teague against Irving. Connaughton passes to Teague. And a wide open look for Portis. No good with the triple.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Kyrie Irving. Teague against Irving. Pass to Morrow. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Irving against Teague. Green left side. And stolen by Portis. And it's the Bucks on the break. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Connaughton kicks to Portis. The pass to Morrow. Teague with a clean look. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Irving attacking. Softly drops in the floater. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
Kyrie shooting that kind of floater right there just makes him so much more devastating as a scorer.
Outside Teague. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Connaughton. 2 points. That one goes.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Irving. 8 points for him. It's rebounded by Teague. Bucks leading by 6. 40 seconds left in the third. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively.
What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Wow, Blake Griffin giving you all the highlights right here. His jams igniting both the crowd and his teammates.
Now here's Teague. Passes it to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
The Bucks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. Lopez hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Brown the pass to Luwawu. Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. Luwawu's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday, then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Harden outside. He kicks it to Harris. Back to Harden. Bucket is good.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Middleton. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harris dishes to Jordan. In the corner, Harden. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
Harden with it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday goes in. Yep, that one goes. And now an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
KD on the wing. The feed now to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Middleton, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Harden against Holiday. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from James Harden. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Here's Holiday trying to get open as Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Harden dishes to Irving. To the middle. It's deflected. Harden the pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Durant finds Harden. Irving against Middleton. Here we go, all alone. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
27 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Lopez right side. Harden kicks to Harris. Over Middleton. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. And all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.